Welcome to the stage, Martin Sharp.
Here I come, lass. Hey, well. Hey up. How's your diddling? So raise your hand if you'd like to feel even more happier, healthier and higher achieving. Raise your hand! And raise your hand again if not only you want to feel more happier, healthier and higher achieving, but you want your business performance to go through the roof as well. Raise your hand and say aye! 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 Thank God for that. Okay, so you see, I love nothing more than helping my clients become happier, healthier and higher achieving, utilising the business body blueprint. Because, you know, in life, you've got to be good to you first, so you can be good to others later. Now with the Business Body Blueprint, we have 6 key fundamental strategies. And those fundamental strategies, the first of these is how we can actually become our best supporter. How we can actually make our mind become our best supporter. Because we've all seen it in businesses, right, where businesses do things right. They get the vision right, they get the mission right, they've got the goals, the drivers, objectives, etc. They've got the plan together. But have you ever noticed sometimes that those people that are running those businesses don't have their life together? They haven't quite got that same clarity of vision, that same focus, that same attention or intention in many cases. Which means that when they finally get that wake-up call, because, you know, let's face it, the boardrooms are getting bigger, and that's not the number of people, that they just charge out. They think, I'm going to do that thing they do every New Year's Day, New Year's resolution. I'm going to go out, I'm going to get myself a gym membership. I'm going to get myself a PT. I'm going to get myself fit this year. And you know what? It works for at least one session. And then what happens is they stop. On average, it's about 6 weeks. People will then stop. And the thing is, they just go back to as it was before. Some of them stop intentionally. Some of them stop because it just wanes out. And that's not the worst bit. The worst bit isn't the lack of performance that they have. It's not the fact that it's impacting their job. The worst bit is they've just created a melanin pathway in their head, which means they're a quitter. And they're reinforcing that pathway each and every time they quit. So when they're starting in their business to try and do something a little bit more difficult, their default position is just to quit, to stop, to not push forwards. Which means they do not achieve their goals and they do not be able to get the performance that they're looking for. Whereas my clients, we work with the powerful performance matrix. And the powerful performance matrix is a real way of taking all that great fundamental knowledge about how we know how to run a business properly and applying it into your life so that you can start to use those skills to drive yourself forward. Not only that, but would you agree sometimes it's a little bit difficult to keep yourself on track? Wouldn't it be nice to actually know those levers inside your mind that you can pull to keep yourself going in the right direction? And that's what the kind of the powerful performance matrix takes you through. Those real fundamental pulling levers that actually makes you go in the right direction each and every time. Okay, so that's where we're going to start off. You know, we're going to make sure we've got that good plan, that good vision, that good kind of mission that we're going on. And then we're going to go on to something a little bit more mechanical. I mean, let's face it, we're looking at human performance, right? So we're going to have to talk about it. We're going to look at how you can flow and grow by actually looking at your meals, how you actually provide the right nutrition for your body. Because in business needs energy, right? We need to have parts, we need to have equipment, we need to have people, we need to have resources. And without those, the business starts to wither and die. You've probably already heard the saying that cash is king, right? Yes or no? Yeah. You don't have enough cash inside the business starts to fail. Your body is exactly the same thing. If it doesn't have the right nutrition inside your body, it starts to fail. It gets to the point where you don't have the energy. You start to have brain fog. Things that used to take you moments only a few years ago seem to take an eternity now. You find it hard to make decisions. You find it difficult to work with your team, and you're constantly feeling tired and fatigued, let alone, you know, being there for your family and things. So what we work with my clients is we work on the essential building blocks. And with the essential building blocks, which is not on that slide, with the essential building blocks, They learn the actual things that they need to keep their body fueled. So they're working at their optimum point. It's like they're having cash flow in their business in the most optimum way possible, meaning that they can smash through their aspirations, absolutely pummel their goals, and reach even new heights of performance. Would you like to reach new heights of performance, yes or no? Yes. Absolutely. Pat does. He knows about heights. What is it? Seven peaks twice?
7 highest points into 7 highest.
7 highest points. That's absolutely fantastic. A big round of applause for Pat on that one, I think. Oh, you're welcome. And because we're talking about mechanics, we've done the meals, means we have to talk about movement, don't we? How can we actually move with purpose? Because it's one of those crazy things. We take all the energy in, but if we're not actually expending the energy in the right way, then all that happens is our body collects it. Your body is the best employee in the entire world because it tries to be as efficient as it possibly can be. And it uses the minimum amount of energy to get the maximum amount out of it. So if you're not doing much, it's going to store that energy for later. Now, wouldn't you love a business that actually stores all that cash for later just so you've got it when you need it? But the thing is, when it comes to your body, if you're not moving right, then all that happens is that accumulation actually becomes a millstone around your body. And it's interesting because I have these conversations all the time with businesses. I was speaking with, it was a law firm that specialised in mergers and acquisitions the other day. So I asked the guys around the table, how many of you guys are actually moving each and every day? And everybody turned around and says, I do my 10,000 steps. They were proud as punch of the fact that they did 10,000 steps. So I said, that's great. It's nice to be able to do at least the bare minimum because at least that way you're doing better than nothing. But how many of you are actually increasing your heart rate? How many of you are actually in a position where you're exercising in a way where you're actually building muscle, where you're actually putting your heart into a position where it is actually straining? And I give them a challenge. I said, go away and do that. And that's what we work with the guys that are part of the Business Body Network. We look at how they can build their way that they're going to move using the Fantastic Fitness Activator. And with the Fantastic Fitness Activator, it's all about learning what you need for your body. What are the things that you actually enjoy doing? What is it that your goals are? Because the thing is, everybody's body is different, right? So what works for one person doesn't always work for everybody. So learning exactly what you need to get your body charged really does make the difference each and every day. Would you like to be charged up, fueled up, and absolutely raring to go every day, yes or no? Yes. Absolutely. So we talked about the 2 main mechanical items. We're missing the 3rd mechanical item. Now this 3rd mechanical item is one that many people forget about, and that is we need time to recoup, repair and regenerate. So we need to think about the moderation we put in our lifestyle. You see, our bodies have been designed to go from 0 to stressed in a heartbeat. And let's face it, there's so many meetings that you're in each and every single day that you'll be getting stressed. Yes or no? Don't answer that question. That's a bit of a negative. But the thing is, everyone has it. I know for a fact I've been in meetings where my heart rate has gone from being a nice steady 70 beats a minute to 170 beats a minute. And I've been in the safety of my own home. And this kind of stress, day in, day out, this increase in cortisol, this increase in adrenaline, with no kind of outlet for it to go from, just means that your body starts to pile on more pounds, it starts to get rid of the muscle that you've actually got in your body, and actually gives you more illness. You end up feeling like you've got more cold symptoms. And it's quite crazy actually how many people inside your organisation come in with the sniffles nearly every single week. So my clients use the stress-free recovery system. And with the stress-free recovery system, we work on all of those amazing things to get your body into a place where you've got that Zen-like movement. You know how to take your blood pressure down, your heart rate down, and get that body into that repair state. Because you know when your body's in that repair state, you're going to perform so much better on the next day. Not only that, but we now start to think about how do we actually know we're doing the right thing for our body? How do we know when we need to change, right? And that's where we start thinking about how we're going to monitor it. How can we see it, hear it, and feel it? Because, and this is the crazy thing, in business, and this is a true fact, if you look on the Office of National Statistics website, they will tell you that most businesses that fail between year 1 and year 2 do so because they're only monitoring one number in their business. Just one number. I mean, how crazy is that? That number is their bank account. How much money have they got in their bank account? But yet, as great businesses as you guys all are, you know you've got so many other metrics to think about. You've got your sales figures, your production figures, your transportation figures, you've got KPIs, you've got OKRs, you've got things you actually know about. And when it comes to applying it, though, to people's bodies, everyone seems to revert back to just looking at that one singular number. And you all know where it is. It's that number you get off that little square box. You know, the one that you say a prayer for just before you kind of get on it? You know the prayer, come on. It's like, Lord, I've been good this week, I really have. I only had one pizza, two beers, that was it. Okay, there was a slice of cake with a coffee the other day, but it was a small one. Okay, right, I'm being unfair. Maybe you guys are polytheist, and I did do some research into this, and there is actually a god of weighing scales. And for you guys, what you need to do is you say the prayer, and it is, "Oh, mighty weighing God, if there needs to be a weight increase, may not be me." And the thing is, whatever happens, this number's wrong. You step on the scales, and the scales have gone down. Yes, I'm a fitness god, or goddess. And that's it, you're out. I can have that extra slice of pizza and those 2 beers, no problems. But then the following week, you come back to the scales, and the scales are going up, and it's like, what's going on? Last week it went down, what's going on? I've got no idea. Why on earth did I put all the effort in? Or the worst one is, when the scales go up. Oh, life is so unfair. You've done all that effort, you didn't have the slice of cake, you didn't have the pizza, you missed out on the beers, you did all the running, etc. And the scales have still gone up. Why on earth do you even bother? So you go out and you have a cheat meal just to make yourself feel good. Whereas what my clients learn is they learn that actually there's more than just the scales to actually look at. And they use the Proven Performance Manager. And with the Proven Performance Manager, which I've realised I've renamed to the Persistent Performance Manager, but that's an old slide, we look at all those kind of things that make a difference in the body. So things that you can hear, things that you can see, things that you can actually feel. Because you know what? The number on the scale is just one single number, but that doesn't dictate actually who you are or what you're actually doing. And once you kind of understand that, you can understand how to actually read your body and know what it's telling you, you suddenly get this opening up of all that wonderful kind of change and transformation that you can bring to your life that you can then transport into your business so you can feel even better. And to be able to make that all work, we then look at our final piece. We want to create a lifestyle which is fit for you. We're going to build a methodology around your lifestyle when it works. And that lifestyle that's fit for you, have you ever noticed? You might have friends that do this or other people inside your businesses, right? But they kind of come up with all these trends. It's like, they're looking at these fitness influencers and it's like, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go run 3 marathons. Don't do that, by the way. And they're just doing it because somebody else is doing it. And then straight away they're pumped, they're going to do it for a few weeks, and then it kind of wanes and they find they're not having enough time to do that, and they're not having enough time to do work, and not having enough time to do with the kids, because they're trying to fit somebody else's life into their life. I don't know about you, but I have a hard enough job fitting my life into my life. So that just is an absolutely no starter. Why would you even try to fit somebody else's life into yours? It's about finding the things that mesh with your life, the things that help move your life forwards. And for that, we use the Ultimate Results Regulator. And with the Ultimate Results Regulator, we'll look at how you can actually put things into your schedule to run your lifestyle similar to how you run your business. So you never ever cancel your life. You just learn how to manage it properly. Now, I don't have time to go through everything with you, but what I would like to do is deep dive into one specific subject. And for that, we're going to hand back over to Ruth.
Please give it up for the amazing Martin Sharp.